Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
We are late to the party, and we finally have a trailer for the upcoming Edgar Wright remake of The Running Man, a remake of both the 1987 movie and the novel by Stephen King, which I have not read. I have a friend who read it. She doesn't like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, so I'm curious how this movie is going to do for fans of the book and the critics that didn't really care for the original action, Schwarzenegger flick.
Yeah, I've never read the book or seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you had what? Like I just didn't realize you've never seen it.
No, yeah, I've never seen The Running Man.
We've gone this long and I've never shown you The Running Man.
I mean, I'm sure you've probably shown me like scenes from The Running Man.
I don't show scenes to people. Like that's just spoiling things.
Or
like,
I've seen a scene
I've played the
of him
music a shit
running
ton.
in like some stuff, but that's about it.
Yeah, sure. It's not just because of the title that maybe you saw him running. I mean, we watched Total Recall a million times, but
Yeah,
not
that's
The
true.
Running Man.
Yeah,
That's
I've never seen-
insane.
Maybe I'm getting The Running Man and like, I don't know. I feel like there was some movies of Arnold that was like,
They're very similar.
they were similar back then.
Well,
but
even
I
yesterday-
definitely for sure have never seen The Running Man.
I was telling you about, like, you asked who Josh Brolin was playing, and I was like, oh, he's playing Killian.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you had no idea who Killian was, and
no
and then you
idea.
said the guy from RoboCop, and I was like, no, that's the dude from Total Recall. Like,
See, I was
that's
like-
why you didn't know. It all makes sense now.
Yep.
But The Running Man, I'm excited for a couple reasons. One, I love The Running Man. The Running Man was one of those movies that hit right when I was younger. It's got those classic Arnold moments. It's got some great one-liners. It's got some badass stars in there. Maria Conchita Alonso, you got Jesse the Body Ventura, among many others. But you also, second reason I'm super excited for this, it's Edgar Wright. It's another Edgar Wright joint. And Edgar Wright movies are just fun.
That's true. I mean, I enjoyed watching Baby Driver.
Is that the last one? Is that the last one Edgar Wright has done?
That was the last one that I've seen. I don't know. He could have done something after, but
It's
that's the
very
last one that
possible.
I've seen.
I mean, it's the only one I could remember. But
Yeah.
the Cornetto trilogy as well.
Yeah.
And Edgar Wright, he tends to be more on the side of like comedy.
Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Yeah, more on the side of comedy, but he is stylized. He does have his own style, especially when it comes to music, incorporated into the movie. And then you've got Glen Powell, who's a very big breakthrough star right now, to the point where people are probably going to get sick of him because he keeps showing up and everything. So if they use him right as his characters, I think he's going to do well. I'm not tired of him yet. He was fun in Twisters, even though I didn't care for the movie, obviously, if I'm comparing it to the
I
original.
liked Twisters. I had fun with it.
I wanted to love it, but it lacked those love moments for me. And that's what I'm hoping with this movie, is that Edgar Wright could bring his own spin to it. I'm not going to have to compare it to the original movie, so much, and it'll be its own thing. So I'm not like others that are like, the original was a classic, you don't remake it. And it's like, no, everyone can get a shot if they want. They're going to keep remaking movies and books, but everyone can have their own spin, and for all we know, it could be something amazing that's even better than the past one. And you still have the original to go back and watch if you want it, which I do.
I mean, there are like remakes and reboots have always been a thing of Hollywood.
Of course.
It's
Scarface has been remade multiple times.
Yeah, it's just like there are quite a few movies that I didn't realize that they were remakes and stuff like that of like movies from the 50s and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just now because of how easy, readily available movies are, and stuff like that. It makes it seem like everything now is like a remake and a reboot and stuff like that. But we still have original movies and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's probably because they remake a lot of stuff very shortly after the other one, where there was long gaps between when they did remakes back in the day, but times have changed. And Harold Faltermeyer's score in the original Running Man, it's going to be hard to top that, man. So if maybe they throw a little homage in there in this one, I'd be okay with that. But I'm really looking forward to hearing the music, to seeing the action, to seeing Edgar Wright style once again in this story. And then eventually I'll read the book, the Stephen King novella.
I didn't even realize it was a Stephen King.
Yeah, he produced it or published it under like a pen name, so it wasn't Stephen King, when they crank them out under their other names.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys check out our reactions to Squid Game. Those are going on right now, very similar to The Running Man. Got to make it through in order to survive and become the winner, the champion at the end. So it's actually perfect time for them to drop this trailer. Oh, this shirt! I bought this shirt like a year ago in preparation for this trailer. So I have been waiting I keep it clean. I when I wear it, I'm like, I hope it doesn't drop. When it's dirty, I wash it right away. So that way it is ready, and ready it is. So let's get into the first trailer for Edgar Wright's The Running Man. Now.
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis.
Thanos.
Money for a doctor now.
Ben, watch yourself.
Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you. It's the biggest show in the country.
Bloodlust is our birthright.
Is that Kitty O'Brien?
It looks like her.
Together again.
To the Running Man.
Oh, yeah.
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game. Rules are
Josh
simple.
Brolin.
Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
That's crazy.
And get your family out of Slumside for good.
I'm gonna come back here and burn this building down. I promise.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit!
Yeah.
And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yes!
Yeah, with the pose.
Hunt him!
Remake Tracy.
Stop filming me!
Damn.
Oh, Michael Cera.
That is
Guess we'll find out.
You might be moving up too fast.
Hey, buddy. You're on Freebie.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome camera work. We can look forward to that.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Come on.
I'm still here, you shit eaters.
In the trailer, too.
Yeah.
Hey, big boys!
Are you crazy?
It's electric. Nice.
Huh.
Well, I might be a little biased because of my love for The Running Man, but it looks ridiculous. It looks stylized. It's got those action moments as well as the shit talk. You can't be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't try to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. So do your own thing. So like his cockiness when he's talking shit to everybody, a little more Peter Parker, but I'm excited to see how Glen Powell does. Being so charismatic because he's always just kind of like the stern, cocky, hot guy, He was Iceman replacement basically in Top Gun and in the Tornado Twisters, he was just a tornado wrangler from the South who's, he knows he's bad. And here he's just trying to save the daughter and, kill everybody who's trying to kill him in the process.
It's so interesting to kind of see where he came from to like where he is now, because the first time that I ever saw him in something that I was like, oh, who's this guy? Was Scream Queens. The show on Fox.
Yeah.
The fact, and he was like a pompous, like rich kid type deal in that show. But yeah, so to kind of see him where he is now, like I'm happy for him. Like I'm excited to kind of see where he can take this. Like as somebody who's never seen The Running Man, like I honestly don't know what to expect. But it definitely looks like, something where like a variation on some other stuff that we've already seen before, where but like a different twist on it. So it kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know if it's the same deal, but there's also like Death Race, when that was a show too, and they have people in the show that they're killing each other off.
Right, you're betting on it.
Right, and people bet on that stuff. Like, is that kind of like what they do? Because it feels like it's a it's a show, and they've got these people in the show, and then like killing each other.
It's entertainment, and it's not far off from what we see nowadays. UFC, they're just not killing they're not killing people, but in the gladiatorial days, they were killing the shit out of everybody and betting on it, and it was entertainment. You control the masses that way,
Do they have like other people in the game and they have to fight each other, or is it like the show has people that are in the game and you just have to run away from them?
I love it. I love that you don't know. I love that they don't really tell you in the trailer, but that's the thing is in the movie, at least, there is a few of you that are the running men. Essentially, you are being hunted, and you have to try and survive, the stalkers for a certain period of time. And if you can do it, then you're the winner, and you're granted parole because you're a prisoner at that point. So essentially, they're taking prisoners and throwing them into the game. And so Arnold ends up in the game for his crimes, and it's cool that there are some aspects of it that are very similar. For instance, the host, which is interesting because Killian's the host. So they have a host. They have an MC, somebody running it in this one. He did the pose. So, I mean, is it even on here? It's probably even on my... Yeah, there it is. It's right there. There's the pose, which is with the Killian pose. Like, so they did it in the trailer. You had the dancers, and... I'm hoping there's going to be some nods, because that's the thing about those 80s classics, man. And I say classics because it was pure 80s when it came to action movies and comedies and horror. They all had a very specific feel in those genres, specifically in the 80s. So it is an 80s action Arnold classic. So having a little bit of nods and tips of the hat to those visuals, I'm all for it. Doesn't have to be on the nose references. I don't need him to say all of Arnold's not lines. Hell, he doesn't need to say any of Arnold's lines. He could say his own lines. However, Arnold's lines fit so well in the moments that do happen. Specifically, his "I'll be back" is perfect. Yeah. So, it's they don't need to do that here, but, there's certain ones that I'm okay with if they end up utilizing them.
Yeah, I was going to say, let us know if you want to. I'm sure you guys would want to see me react to The Running Man. 100%. But the question is, do I watch it before watching the remake, or do I wait and then watch it after the fact?
I feel like you should watch it before, because a lot of the times it's like the new ones will look at Total Recall. Like, we can use that as an example.
To be fair, I've never seen the Colin Farrell Total Recall either. So.
Never?
No, I've seen like
bits
scenes
and
bits and pieces that I know who's in it and stuff like that. And I know that they don't go to Mars in that movie.
Sure don't.
But other than that, I
don't think they go to Mars in the book for that either. Isn't there a book? I'm pretty sure there was a book.
Yeah, so that's all I know to the extent, but I never actually like sat down and fully watched that remake of Total Recall.
Right.
But I mean, the Total Recall with Arnold is great. So.
It's great. It is great. And that's the thing is, like, you don't even have to watch the remake of Total Recall.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, I've been loving Colin Farrell more thanks to Penguin. Yeah. But with that remake, like, that's one where it was just bland. And that's what I'm worried about. Like, you can't, if you're going to do a take on a already established, already created movie or novel or something like that, man, like, you gotta make it a little original as best you can. And bringing Edgar Wright here, you already saw it, just the trailer itself. I'm sure the dude had a hand in what music to pick for the trailer. Now, the music, a little funky, more on the side of comedy. I think that is really pushing forward the notion to prepare the viewer that, hey, we're actually going to be having more fun in terms of comedy with this one than we did with the original. Like, I can go back and look at The Running Man and say how fun it is, but in reality, there ain't a whole lot of funny moments in there, just those Arnold moments, which nowadays look funny, or they're funny because of
Yeah.
how cheesy they are. But here, like, they're genuinely throwing some comedy at you, him smacking his ass and flipping him off. Like, they're going for the comedy side. So
Sure.
giving us a dark comedy. You cast Michael Cera.
Yeah.
I love seeing William H. Macy in there. He is an amazing actor that I love that he's still getting cast, you know? And Josh Brolin. Now, here's the thing. I do love Josh Brolin, and I think Josh Brolin does add an intensity to his characters. Sicario, incredible. But when I heard Josh Brolin was cast, I was like, oh, because you can't really replace the original Killian. Richard Dawson was just a natural when it came to hosting a game show. The man did host game shows. That's what he did. So I love that, you know, they brought him in and he was so good as, what is it, Damon Killian? But he brought something to that role where Josh Brolin, to me, just brings the intensity, but you got to have that sleazy slime ball side to you too. So I'm open to it, but I would have liked somebody else maybe. But again, that's when I start comparing them to other actors who played those characters. Ben Richards, I mean, it's Arnold. So it's easy for me to kind of disassociate when you bring somebody else in playing Ben Richards. But as Killian, I mean, the dude he was an asshole, slime ball, sleazy producer. And the fact that they are separating him into the host and the producer, like, I will see. That is really the only one that I am hesitant on, and will have to be, you know, convinced through the movie when I eventually watch it, because Killian, in my opinion, is a classic, iconic villain of Arnold's. He's up there with all the rest of the villains that Arnold has faced in the 80s and the 90s. So either way, are you excited for The Running Man? I'm going to listen to the theme right now. I put it at the beginning of this video, and you're hearing it right now. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going. On our Patreon, make sure you check out those reactions to Squid Game going on right now on the channel, the final season. Thanks so much, and as always,
Now it's time to say goodbye.
the party is over.
Bye.
Bye.